Yep. That's exactly words and gold. That's exactly what it is for me. I sit down, I don't like how I feel, I think. I don't like how I feel. Why don't I like how I feel? I was just in a good mood. I was going to work. I was in a good space. I was in a good headspace. I just had some coffee. I went to Dunkin' Donuts. This is when I was in Manhattan, when I was living in Brooklyn, in the projects, a rough neighborhood. I got myself into a better headspace. I did my meditation. I'm good. And then I got an email saying that there's a surprise bill for like $500 or something like that. And I'm like, oh, come on, come on. I was just in a good mood. Why did this happen? What is this? Why was I just in a good mood? And then I got that email. So if I hadn't have gotten that email, I would still be in a good mood. That's weird. That's an interesting concept. Why is that? I've had money issues for a long time. Like, I've been really, really good financially, and then I spent that money, and then I was stressed out again. I haven't really consistently been financially free. Does this come from my mom? Does this come from my childhood? I don't like this thing of like, I'm in a good mood, and then an email knocks me off my high horse. So how can I think to move forward out of this? Like, how can I get into another space? Well, what if I just know that every single thing that's happening right now is propelling me forward? What if instead of me being frustrated right now, I can be grateful that I have a job? I asked God for a job. God gave me this job. Can I just have the understanding that God has my back, that I have my faith, that I'm going to make it, that I have a roof over my head? Yes. Will I be able to keep on going? Yes, this is not life and death. Okay. What if I take all this frustration and I harness all of this anger and this frustration from poverty, and I focus it on giving people the best energy they've ever experienced? Can I do that? Have people liked my energy and my personality before? Weren't they were successful people. They were great people. There was people like Shaman Durek. There was people like this man worth $330 million. We were talking on a yacht about childhood trauma. There was the CMO of Viacom who I talked to. There were people that were like yogis, that were teachers, that were healers. There were people where I was like, man, I want to have people like that in my life. They saw me, they liked me. So therefore I have good energy. I bet before I go into this job, I can get myself into a better space and I can turn it into a game to have everybody fall in love with my energy and to just understand that the right person is going to meet me. That's what I do. That's how I think. It's logical. It's logical. It's factual. I take past experiences and then I amplify them. So if you don't like how you feel, like, just don't take the first thought that comes into your mind. Like, think about it. I'm in a relationship that's really frustrating, where there's abuse, and I know that she loves me. I know that she cares about me, yet when things don't go according to plan, she gets frustrated, and then she takes it out on me. So what can I do? What can I do with this information? How can I speak? Thank you, Stoner Chef, thank you. Takes one to know one, thank you. That's how I learned how to set boundaries. That's how I learned how to set boundaries. I heard this really cool guy named Nikkis Scorpio has an ebook on his bio link, and when you buy that, it's $8 for 26 pages. And then after you take a look at it, you can take that with you for the rest of your life and share it with everybody and do whatever you want to with it. And then afterwards, if you have any questions, you can actually video chat with them or phone call with them. And if you have any questions, and you can figure it out, map it out. Cool. Love that. What a great investment. How smart you are for investing in yourself. and understand that I was right there with you. And it took me a decade to learn how to do that. The reason why you're not manifesting is because you're trying to control your entire environment. Should I have controlled my ex-girlfriend and told her, hey, like, stop hitting me, stop attacking me, stop emasculating me? Or could I have been curious and been like, why does she go to that place? What's the belief in her head? Can I have a conversation with her? And then when I went to visit her family and saw her parents, I was like, oh, this is where it comes from. You don't stand a chance. Got you. You don't stand a chance for unconditional love because it doesn't exist in your family. It's attack each other, find something wrong, amplify that, destroy each other's character, and then break bread and say, thank you, God, for this food we're about to receive. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you. I'm telling you. So who's right? Her or me? Am I right because I got attacked and she's wrong? Or can I be happy for who I am? Can I be grateful for who I am? Can I be happy that I'm learning lessons and building my character? Same world, same people, different perspective. It's easy to say that she's wrong. It's easy to shame somebody who occurs to other people as narcissistic or abusive. It's easy to say, stop the bullying. It's easy. However, when we actually go to the root, it is society. It's people screaming out for help that say, I'm not okay, and all I know how to do is attack. I'm telling you, that's how I got this energy. That's why I was doing the shadow work, because I was in love with somebody who wasn't in love with themselves. And I gave my all to that person. And the one thing that I didn't give to myself was my value system to set boundaries. I could have easily set boundaries, easily. Easily. I had every single opportunity to say, hey, I love you. I understand that you're upset. I need to focus on myself right now. If you want something, communicate with me. However, this has nothing to do with me. I love you. I'm going to focus on my career right now. I love you. Oh, you're not going to understand? Okay, I'm going outside. No, listen, this is gonna frustrate you, and then think about it and then see if you can really connect with it. He doesn't drain you. He does not drain you. He does not drain you. He doesn't do it. We allow it to happen. That's why I was saying earlier, can you acknowledge that we have been allowing people to communicate with us, and we have been allowing our circumstances, that we have been choosing it over and over and over and over again. And then you say, well, what's the answer? And I say, well, that's the work, and that's where the codependency and the abandonment stops. When you start to say, this is a really great question. Let me figure it out myself. Let me answer it for myself. Let me unwrap that gift. Let me really figure it out so I know how to fish, instead of saying, please, can you help me fish? Please, hey, can you please help me fish? Can you please help me fish, please? It's hard to walk away. You know what else is hard? It's trying to manifest on a 30% battery. Trying to make friends and trying to get a job that's actually fulfilling when you're walking around putting on a smiley face when you're not happy. I would say that's exhausting. I bet you're probably pretty tired. And maybe deep down inside you want to cry, you want to yell, you want to scream, you want to say it's not fair. Right? I get it. I get it. Have the conversation to say, I want to take a couple days for myself, just in solitude and silence. I love you. I care about you. I'm just going to be more for myself right now. And I need to know that that's okay. And see what it's like to be by yourself. And you can acknowledge them. I did that in our relationship. We did that when we were fighting and arguing, to say like, hey, let's just have a couple days where we just don't talk because we just keep on arguing. Let's see if we can actually be around each other and not fight. And pretty positive, what I would say too, the moderator, Angel Erica, I don't know if she's still on here, one of the things that she talked about in her life was that she actually sat down with her husband and was like, I want for you to tell me how you really feel about me and about this relationship for 10 minutes. I'm going to set a timer. Let's take notes. I want to hear how you really feel, the unedited, the raw truth. I really want to hear how you feel, what annoys you, what sets you off, what you do like, what you don't like, what annoys you. And I'm just going to listen to it. And if I interrupt at all, say, no, I'm speaking. And you can talk for 10 minutes. And I'm going to listen to you, and I'm going to hear you. And I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to actively listen to you. And then after that, then I'm going to set a timer, and I'm going to talk for 10 minutes. And I'm going to tell you how I feel. And I'm going to tell you what's going on in my mind. Nick hasn't gotten over that heartbreaking yet. It's stuck in his memory. I haven't. What do I need to get over? Why should I get over anything? Why should I get over? I'm grateful for everything. This is why I'm here. This is my office. Love it. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I love my sadness. I love my insecurity. I love my overreactions. I love who I am. I love how I think. I love how I live. I love my bank account. I love my age. I love it. That's amazing. I'm glad. Hey, listen. And again, this is where you start to realize a lot of your frustrations are not because it's difficult. It's because society says, hurry up and be better. Hurry up and get better. Hurry up and get better. Hurry up and get better. Hurry up and be happy. Hurry up and be perfect. I negative text, but never my jewels. What gives, brother? Bro, like I'm talking to 113 people, broski. I'm talking to 113 people. I'm channeling information, you know what I mean? If you say something, I'll do my best to look at it, man. I'm talking with people who don't want to be alive, who are in abusive relationships, bro. I can only see so many comments at the same time. You know what I'm saying? There's no my bad or sorry. No, don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all love. Is what linked somewhere? You said raised is what linked somewhere? The VTP info. Yeah, so tap the where it says yo Nikki Scorpio, tap that star, and then from there it's gonna be $5.99. You do that, and then just either go onto Instagram, which you can access by going to my profile and tapping the Instagram box. And then from there, just tell me your TikTok username, and we'll do a video chat or a phone call, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, maybe longer. And let's talk about what just occurred, because again, there's no judgment, there's no guilt or no shame. It's just sometimes people come into my live stream and they're like, you're not paying attention to me. And what I would say is be aware of that. Because how we do one thing's how we do everything, and life keeps on showing this lesson to us over and over again. So it's not that I'm ignoring you, man. I don't ignore people. I see it, I acknowledge it. If people really want to go to a certain space, I can go there. I know that you were coming from a real space when you were giving your opinion and your thoughts, but be aware of that. And hopefully that's a moment for you to realize, like, yeah, he is talking to a lot of people right now, and he is looking directly in the camera, and he is talking like he's talking to me, and it probably is pretty challenging to get on a live stream and to bare your soul, you know? Like, look, like there's conversations going on. I can't read every single one because then I'll lose my train of thought. And I want for you to level up. Like, I appreciate you. I don't think I'm better than other people. You can look right into my eyes, because I know part of you's thinking like, is he for real, or is he being belittling? Is he mocking? No. I'm saying really, like, think about it. That I occur to you is not giving you attention. And learn that for anybody else. If you're like, he's not answering my questions, he's not paying attention to me, like, get that. I get that. I had abandonment issues. I had codependency. Maybe it'll never, ever fully go away. You know what I'm saying? Like, be aware of it. How to spend time with self? Well, if you meditate and it's challenging for you to meditate, if there's a lot of different voices going on, be in that. That's your world. That's your truth. I understand, but you only respond to anything negative I say. That's just odd. Well, was that negative? Was it? That's your opinion. So I'm here. You got my attention. What's cool right now, it can be a teachable moment, and we can get the understanding of like, be consistent. Sometimes we got to knock on people's door a little bit more. Hello? 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 I got people in my life that are powerful people. The person who helped me create the Discord, who's helping me build the education platform within the Discord, yo, she's busy. She's busy. And everything that she's doing to help me out, to help out the community who's on the Discord, she's doing that for free. Well, she's getting money on the back end off of like total sales and stuff, but she's not getting paid an hourly thing. She's doing that off of the love. She's busy. I got to send one, hey, follow-up message. Hey, checking in. Hey, confirming today. Hey, are we still on? Are we still good? Cool. All right, perfect. She's busy. So if you want to get better people into your life and you know that you're a good person, sometimes you got to make an effort. People are busy. It's not personal. People don't like that I don't give them enough attention. I'm like, all right, cool, fantastic. So I'm going to, so take care of all my business. Like I can't feel, and again, I'm not putting you down. I'm just being factual. So if it occurs to you that I'm attacking your character, I'm not, because other people relate to this. Other people have this train of thought of like, I'm not getting enough attention. I'm not being heard. What's up, Valerie? Just be aware of it. Because we start to see that we're choosing it and we're choosing it and we're choosing it. So for example, like if you have a genuine question for me, right? Like because it's frustrating for me that TikTok took away the question section. That's frustrating for me. However, if you legitimately have a question that you can message me, you could go on here, or you could even hit me up on Instagram to be like, hey, like I want to talk to you about this thing. Like I have a question. When you said this thing, when you have this thing, like I was curious about this. What did you mean by that? Or I didn't fully get that. I want to see you win. I want to see you level up. You're struggling with gambling. Do I help with that? What I would say, if you have an issue with gambling, I would say hypnosis can be really powerful. I could say mediumship, shamanism can be really powerful. What I would say is, for any kind of addiction, when your body feels shaky, that's your body's way of saying we're winning. Oh, you have the question section still? But wait, hold on, that's weird. But see, if I do lightning Q&A, hold on, then how do I get, hold on, let me see. Pause live, comment, gift, settings. So weird. It's not on mine. Random. Okay. So, and see, this is another reason why I don't focus on certain things, because then I lose the whole momentum of like what I'm talking about, life of being a channeler. So if you feel like you're not given enough attention, if you feel like you're not heard or you're not seen, that you could always, again, like you can, if you're commenting, like let this be that moment where you learn something, to be like, hey Nikki, I have a question for you. Can I ask you a question? Do you have a second, of course, like I'll stop. I'll chill right here and I'll just be with you. And I'll teach people another lesson, which is like, can you, while somebody's writing something or while somebody's saying something, can you be in really still, really nothing's happening kind of energy? But for the person who talked about gambling, what I would say again for anybody who has any kind of addiction is when your body shakes and when you have to have it and when you have that impulse thing, that is your body saying, we are winning, we're stepping into new territory. This feels uncomfortable. It's like you're driving on the, are we there yet? No, we're getting there though. Like that. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. But that's what I'm telling you. That's why it's powerful for you to own up to the fact that you're frustrated and you're angry. And angry is insecurity. And when you understand that anger is insecurity, you're like, maybe this insecurity is so deep that I'm completely and totally unaware of it. Where does it come from? And what can I do now that I'm aware of that information? I don't like that interpretation. I don't like, so when I'm angry, I'm insecure. So what does insecurity mean? So if, wait, let me see. Author Ivy, what did you say before that? Or they could schedule time with you. Yes, absolutely. So let me show you my thought process again. This is another thought process of mine. I talked to my friend Shaman Durek and I'm like, I don't like this relationship. She's not getting me. I'm gonna throw my phone out the window. I'm so aggravated. I'm so annoyed. I don't know what to do anymore. I just want to give up and leave. And he says, oh, well, you're insecure. You should thank that person who triggered you and go into another room and figure it out and take responsibility and come back and talk to them and thank them and apologize. And I'm like, wow. And I like that because it actually gave me responsibility. It gave me my power back. So then I go to myself and I think, okay, so anger is insecurity? Anger is insecurity? What does that mean? Insecurity. I'm insecure. I'm not secure. I'm not 100% sure of who I am. I doubt myself. So if I was secure, then I wouldn't doubt myself. Like if somebody told me that the sky was yellow, I would know that it's blue. So anytime that I'm angry, I'm not confident. Okay. Interesting. So what can I do? What can I do now that I'm aware that anytime that I'm angry, I'm insecure? I can do affirmations. I can stop in that moment and say that I'm triggered and go into another room. I can just go into another room. I can go outside. I can communicate to say, hey, I just want for you to know that I don't like the way that I feel and I don't want to respond right now because I'm going to overreact and it's going to be draining. What else can I do? I can know that that person, if they're attacking my character, that they're only doing that to themselves. Can I always think that way? Does that always apply? Well, it's been my experience every single time that I've met people who say hurtful things when I see who they are behind the scenes, that they're hurting inside and they don't like themselves. So yeah, I can think that way until I'm proven wrong, and I'm open to being proven wrong. So now, anytime that I don't like how I feel, I'm insecure. So do I explain to people after they put me down, or after I disagree, or after they say something that I don't like? What would that look like? Well, this person who put me down, I'm in a relationship with, they've known me for a long time. Or this person was family. They've actually seen me for a long time. So they already know who I am. So I don't feel like I need to explain to that person when they're calling me stupid. I don't think I need to explain to that person because they love me. They're just hurting. Has there ever been a moment where I've been insecure, where I've been angry and I've said something that I didn't mean? Yes. When I was a child, or when I was younger. Is that the same way for them? Yes. Okay. So anytime that somebody says something and I don't like how I feel and I go to defend myself, I'm insecure. Got it. So I can just know who I am. So how can I be in that kind of energy? Can I just stand in that kind of energy? Can I just sit in that kind of energy? Can I just be there? Can I just be in really awkward, really uncomfortable energy? What can I speak into existence? What can I say? What can I do to keep myself in a position of power? Set boundaries? Say people who love me don't speak to me this way? Say that's not how it occurs to me. Say I acknowledge how you're feeling. However, that has nothing to do with me. To say I love the fact that I'm stupid. I love that because that's connected to the part of me that's smarter. To rise to the occasion. Can I rise to the occasion even though I'm really angry and really frustrated by what this person said? Can I ask them if they want to get some lunch, if they want to get some food, if they want to go out, if they've been overworking? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they need nurturing and they don't know how to ask for that because they weren't given nurturing. Hey, have you had any lunch recently? No. Okay, I check that move with so see, energy's distracting. That's why you shouldn't care what other people think. That's why if you're a parent and you're frustrated at how your kids are living, let them live. Let them learn the lessons. Let them build character. Let them make mistakes instead of trying to control them. If you're a person in a relationship and you're unhappy, make it more about you. What are you doing? What's the solution? You're the leader. You can communicate. You can rise to the occasion. You can do more. You can make an effort. You don't want to. That's because of codependency, abandonment. I'm telling you. Society tells you exactly how to be a man and a woman and have kids and a white picket fence and a home, and you don't have that and you think you're a failure. And society is failing. And it's good that it's failing because it's always been failing. We're going to rebuild it. It's going to be better. And real men show their feelings and honor women. And women who have miscarriages and abortions are not sinful people because that baby wasn't ready to come down to planet Earth. And there's no such thing as abortion. That's a human-made concept. God's like, what are you talking about? Okay? Live non-traditionally. Be the tradition. Be the ancient wisdom. Like, know where you come from. Know who you are. Know that you're doing the right thing. Know that you're a good person. And other people are teachers. Other people are teachers. Other people are teachers. There are no haters. There's no energy vampires. Okay? There's no lower vibration. It's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. It's you. Am I married? Whew. No. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. I want to. Thank you, Silo Sibin, for the subscription. Thank you. If you want to connect with me, if you want to do a video chat or a phone call or something like that, please message me on Instagram or join the Discord, free to join. And just remind me of your TikTok username. Does this make sense? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you have any questions? Because we're gonna manifest in just a minute here, and I want for you to get it. I want for you to understand what I'm saying. Thank you. Love having soul conversations. Love that. Do you have any questions? Is there any part that you're not understanding? Anybody, especially to the person who doesn't even want to respond and you're not getting it. Get it. Someone should keep me. I shall keep myself. I'm a real boy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Real men show their feelings and respect that women create life. Love that. You're not sorry you're late. You say, thank you. I'm so glad that I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Why do you get like detention or something like that? You're late, you have detention. Like, no. Thank you for your patience. I'm here. Thank you, Nikki Scorpio, for streaming live. I'm here. There's no sorries. You're not sorry. You're not sorry. You're not sorry. You are not sorry. Okay, so yes, Jen, actually, do you want to talk about the Lion's Gate? You might be a little bit more informed. For me, like, I just want to have a conversation for people who, the whole point of this, the whole point of everything here, the whole point of everything is I want for you to get, I'm gonna turn on the thing here. What I want for you to get, Jen, I turned it on so you can go live. What I want for you to get with manifestation is that if you're not manifesting, it's because you're trying to control your environment. If you want to manifest and you feel like money is evil, you're not gonna manifest. If you want to manifest and you don't like the people around you, you're not operating from the frequency of being grateful. You're not operating from the vibration, from the energy of being grateful. You're not projecting gratitude. You're not grateful for what you have. So how can you be grateful for what you have and or ungrateful for what you have and then expect to get better things and to be grateful, like you're gonna magically all of a sudden be like, oh, here it is, and like all your subconscious beliefs are not gonna come with you on that journey. Stephanie, definitely DM me or something like that, or join the Discord. I would love to see it. Or you could even post it as a story on here and tag me or something. Jen, are you ready to talk about the Lionsgate portal? I just want for you to get this. When people want to manifest and people want to do the law of attraction, you don't even feel worthy of having things. You don't feel worthy of having a loving relationship. You don't want to communicate with people. What I want for you to ask yourself is, what's the life that I want to have? How does that look like? And because I have that, how do I think and how do I react? What's my best motivation? I love how planet Earth is right now. I love that everybody's actually realizing that they need to take responsibility. I love the fact that nobody knows what they're doing and people are still telling you how to live, and that I can step all the way outside of planet Earth and be like, tell me more how to be miserably happy like you. Oh man, these human beings. And you give so much validation to these human beings and you think that you don't. And one person says one thing to you and it knocks down your whole day. Jen, are you here? Are you going to talk to the people? Are you setting up right now in your live stream? There's power in numbers, and 8 is a number of infinity. And it's the 8th month as well. So it's 8, 8, and then 222 is 6. So it's, 2022, 222. 222 means new beginnings. Oh, there we go. Wow, Blondie. Blondie. There we go. That was me. That was a Nikki Scorpio thing. Thank you for your patience. Say sorry.
I am here.
Hello.
Good morning. Well, for me at least on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So can
All right.
everyone
I just want to do a quick microphone. Yeah, I just want to do a quick sound check. Can everybody hear Jen? Because sometimes TikTok gets interesting with technology. Just want to make sure that you can hear Jen.
Hello. There's all those beautiful
Okay.
friends
Cool.
of mine. Yes.
All right.
So,
Talk to the people.
okay. We have the Lionsgate open today. It is a big day. So, first of all, let's look at numerology. We got 8 for August. It's the 8th day, and it's 2022. Now, if you haven't spent any time in numerology or know of anything about angel numbers, I highly, highly suggest you going to Google and searching that up this morning. But 8 is that number everlasting number. It's all these good love. It's this all intentions being brought to you. It's that infinite circle, right? And connection. So we have double 8s today. Like if you're not feeling that power and you're not feeling that energy, it's time to tune in. And then 222, so many of us love that, right? 222 means we're going in the right direction. Your angels are with you and we're moving forward. Yes, infinity. Infinity and beyond, right? That's what those 8s mean. So with
And I want to
that
say
being
something. I
said,
want to say something really briefly. And then please keep going. So, if somebody was like, "Well, what do you mean? Like, if I'm not tuned into the energy to tune in?" So, even like sometimes, if you get to a certain place where you can feel a little bit like, yeah, things feel a little bit different, or there's little tingles or something within my body feels different. Just be like a child, just be like a kid, just use your make believe, because that's all that we're doing is we're making the beliefs. We're a belief making machine. Okay, so just see if you feel a difference, or if you can just use your imagination to just tap into that. Like, I just have the understanding that the energy is different. I have the understanding today that there's magic in the air, and I just believe that. Like, if you don't like to go to the gym and exercise, strengthen your beliefs. Your belief is the strongest muscle you have. So if you feel that thing of like, but I don't get it, I don't feel anything, see if you can just tap into that excitement and say, like, I choose to experience magic. I choose to believe that there is positivity going on, that I can manifest, that I can create. Keep going.
yes. And I saw somebody say it was Angel Rain. I've cried since July 4th, unstoppable. But today I am being extra tired. I can definitely speak on that one. It's been waves of like, I'm inspired, let's go. And then like my body going, this is a lot of information. We need right? Like Nikki and I've been laughing, like we've just been having like random naps at different times. And then we wake up like, great, now I'm gonna be up for a while because it's totally messing with our sleep
Right.
schedule. But I'm just going with the flow. Like I love the way that Nikki says it. It's his favorite state to visit. Go with the flow state.
Yes.
Go to that state of mind. Just don't expect anything. Get rid of expectations. Putting on there is I'm just excited to see what's to come, and I'm totally trusting it. So, with that being said, I had this conversation last night on my live feed, and I wanted to bring it to you guys here tonight too because it's so important that you just put yes in the chat box if you have noticed that there are two choices in front of you right now. Like many of us can clearly say, okay, this has been presented to me and I can either go this way or I could go this way. And I know that is certainly in my life right now. There's some yeses. There we go. Yes, confirmations. So with that being said, I really, really am encouraging you, since today the train is here, the airplane, your flight has arrived. You purchased this ticket a while ago. Again, put yeses in the chat if you have been manifesting for like most of us, it's been at least the last year. Of all of a sudden things were shifting, things weren't going the way you expected it, and then you were like, I am done. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this or move this. And then some of us were having dreams about it. Some of us were just having gut feelings. Like we were learning, more about ourselves. And like Nikki said, COVID for many of us put us in this position, right? Like for me personally, I can say I'm that extrovert that wants to go out. I'm that Scorpio that wants to dig deep and find the information. And I was forced to stay home. I did not like that. I am a huge hugger and I hug tight. Like people want my hugs. And I couldn't hug people. Like all these things were being taken from me. And then when I got COVID myself, my body did not like it and responding to it. And it just felt like I couldn't even go for walks. Like I was like, everything is being taken from me. And it was really a shifter. But what finally happened is I surrendered. I finally said, okay, what are you trying to teach me? What is coming for me? Like this doesn't feel right. This isn't working. So the only solution is to look for the new direction I need to go to. So I've talked about this on here with Nikki and on my life feeds, is that we've mirror people in our life that come to us, right? If you are enjoying this conversation, we're mirroring each other, that we're in the same place at the same time and we understand each other and we're here to grow together. But some people in our life, whether it could be mom, it could be dad, it can be exes, it can be children, no matter where you are at your point of life, your best friend that you've had forever, that it comes up and all of a sudden you're like this. Now, that is beauty when it comes to learning that, oh, I can grow, I can change. And if they truly are meant to go with you and you have that conversation that Nikki was talking about today, where you're coming from your authentic truth saying, this just isn't working right now. This is what I need to feel comfortable and safe here. And I want to hear what's going to make you feel comfortable and safe. When we're having those conversations, if the person in your life is like, I'm comfortable where I am, I'm not having any problems, then finding that voice inside saying, okay, then they're exactly where they need to be, but this isn't where I need to be. And this is when we can move on, we can move forward, and we can give them love and thank them for everything that they've taught us. All the happy memories. Don't just remember the negative memories, and decide to get onto the next train, and wish them all the best, like with every
Yes.
fiber of your body.
And I want to say something too, because two different people basically asked the same question right here, right now. So, um, right now, for those of you who feel like other people are suffering and other people are struggling, and it's uncomfortable for you to see that, what you're doing by overextending yourself and giving your love to them, and they're still not learning the lesson and they're still struggling, is you're enabling them. You're keeping them stuck in a pattern, in a loop, in a vicious cycle that's not taking them to where they want to go. Falling down is how I rose. Falling down and hitting that ground and being like, ouch, I don't like how angry I am. Where are those people that were in my life that were free therapists and free love and unconditional love? Oh, they're not around because I was a jerk and I had anger issues. Learned the lesson when I was younger. Now moving forward, I don't move that way. So consider the fact that you're used to giving your love to other people because of an insecurity, and to give yourself that love. And when you love yourself all the way through, you will see that people will always have problems and people will always want your energy, and that you actually have the option to set boundaries and to be able to like not enable people and to really focus on yourself. And when you love yourself more, people like me will naturally change our posture and pick ourselves up and want to do different things. When I started loving myself more, everybody around me started moving in a different way because they pick up on that energy and they naturally want to move in a different way.
Yes.
It hurts to watch them hurt and stuck because you felt hurt and stuck, and you don't want for people to feel how you felt, and that is an unhealthy trauma response. Let people fall down. That's how we learn the lessons. We're codependent, we're abandoned. That's why we do that. So don't do it, and let people learn independence.
Yes.
And now proceed. Thank you.
That's the key. Give that man a round of applause right there. Like, that is exactly like, so I was codependent. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. I learned my lesson and I'm ready to move on, and I'm thankful for all of it. But what I had to realize was, and it actually came through a different story in my life. It came through what I did for my brother. Because of growing up in the childhood we grew up with, I had to take care of him from a very young age. I never got to be my childhood self. And it took my grandfather sitting down with me before he passed away. I was so mad the way that my parents were disciplining him. And he said, "You know why you get so protective? It's because you had a part of raising him. But you know what? You need to go learn how to be you. You need to go learn to love everything about you and go enjoy your childhood, because this is only going to happen for so long. There is this beautiful little bug that I've never seen before, and I'm just going to love it." I've never seen it. So, um, what with that lesson, with my own children coming in my life, I watched myself becoming the caretaker for them and not letting them make any mistakes either. I didn't want them to hurt the way that I hurt. The same thing with my brother. I never let him hurt. Like, if he was falling, I was there. I would find, I'd make the money for him. I would do everything. He never had to feel the pain. And I'm watching that with my kids, and I realized that they were getting to a space where they weren't learning how to survive on their own, and I was allowing that. And that's where that codependency key comes in, of when we think we're fixing somebody, we're not actually fixing them. Think about yourself personally, right? This is how I had to see it, was how much stronger I have become when I have hit rock bottom. And nobody, like, from my perspective, actually gave a crap like how I got out of that. They just assumed that I was just going to get out of it. And maybe I've
Wait,
always
wait,
had.
wait, pause and pause for and then keep going. So I hope everybody right now can take a, because when I heard that, I was like, that's actually really true. I've never actually, yeah, I realize that I do better around successful people. However, all the lessons you've ever learned have been when things are really, really, really difficult and frustrating and annoying and aggravating. So once you understand that, it's not that we need to have chaos in order to be a more authentic person. It's more so to understand right now you're learning a lesson and you're going to level up from this. So go back to a space of like, ooh, it's exciting that I'm actually feeling really frustrated and I want to roar and scream and yell. And they're like, this is actually teaching me a lesson and I'm going to learn that and be grateful and give less attention to these other people and reclaim my power and reclaim my battery. And that's when they call you back, don't they? That's as soon as you start saying, I'm going to focus on myself. Guess what happens? Aunt Janice says, help me, my house is on fire. You're like, cool, Aunt Janice, call 911. And people are like, hey, help me, I need some advice. And you're like, whew, good thing we're in the information age. I've heard Google is good. Okay, watch out for that. You're not responsible for other people. Just be aware that you learn lessons when it's frustrating,
So true.
right?
Like, and the key point to that is, if I didn't hit that rock bottom, and like Nikki said, my son came on last night and Nikki and I were both just sitting here like, yes, give us the facts, little child, and reminding us that our inner child knew all of these answers all along. And he was just a reminder to all of us on that live feed last night that this is where we need to go as we step into this Lionsgate, this portal, right? Of having that absolute truth and knowledge before anybody came into our life and said, no, that's not true. No, something's wrong with you. Oh, you should do better. You know, like that confidence. And maybe many of us didn't have anyone. I know I can say for myself that could sit there and go, "You are doing amazing today." Yeah. One of my favorite questions now for my boys is like, "What was the biggest mistake that you made today?" But like, how did you learn from it? Was it really a mistake? And we sit at dinner and we talk about it, and yeah, okay, I messed this up, but actually I learned how to do this, and I even got further with it once I did it, right? We do it in every aspect of life. It's like when you ever go to a store and someone just started a job and you see how nervous they are, right? And they're like, I'm so sorry, I'm new here, I'm just working. I always want to encourage them and say, you know what? I've been in your shoes before. I have started a new job and I know exactly the stress you're feeling right now. So don't worry about it. You're doing great. I'm in no rush. Just take your time, take a breath, and let's do this together. And supporting them. And if you don't have a person that is literally saying that to you in your life, guess what? I have a secret for you. It's you. You need to be that person. Have that conversation. You need to be, that's where that self love comes in, right? You need to go, okay, we're new at this. We're not going to be perfect at it, but it's okay. I'm learning. And what am I going to get out of this? So letting that rock bottom happen, let it happen. And then realize, what gift am I actually giving to my loved ones, my family members, whether they're alcoholics, whether they're narcissists, whether they're toxic, all these titles we can give them, that it's really, they're just human and they're going off of the tools that they were taught. And if you let them fall, right? You let them hit that rock bottom, but you can sit there and hold that space for them. I'm a shaman. This is something I do a lot.
And also too, that you're, when you hit, for you, if you hit rock bottom, then where you can go to is, ow, I don't like this. Other people did not help me as I was falling down. So now I'm going to help myself, and I'm going to give attention to myself, and I'm going to be in gratitude for my life. And if other people don't like it, that's okay, because they didn't help me when I was falling down. So I don't need to give them all of this gratitude and all this amazing energy that I have. I'm going to pick myself up. And if they don't like how I'm moving, that's okay, because they did not help me as I was falling down. It's not from a place of jealousy. It's not from a place of anger. It's from a factual, grounded, centered place of, oh, okay, I got here because I chose every single reaction. I chose every single response. I chose to stay silent. I chose to not speak up. And as frustrating as that is, I now take full responsibility and I hold myself accountable. And now I'm going to actually make different changes in my life so that I can move forward and get people in my life that get who I am and move how I move. And I'm going to communicate more and really take this as an opportunity to learn. Like, wow, thank God you triggered me so much and that it hurt so much falling down. And then when I get around all the success and the gold and the jewels and the diamonds and the love, I'm not self-sabotaging, saying, I don't like this. I'm actually able to receive it.
Yes. And that self love to me is bigger than any money or like fancy car or anything that will come from it. Because when you truly find that space, like literally where you can find gratitude in every situation. Oh my God, the sun's coming out right as I'm saying that. I love it. Um, that is the answer. It was just like our angels were like, oh, yes. Finding that space, like knowing your truth. I no longer have fear, because no matter what I'm going into, I know it's going to be a lesson, and I'm going to take the time to take it in, and I'm going to be thankful for whoever's in front of me today. And it's a practice, right? You're not going to be perfect at it the first time. Like, remind yourself that. Like, I saw somebody earlier today, like, saying, well, I just feel like I explode on every situation. It's totally fine. You're learning, and you can come back and say, you know what? Thank you so much for giving me that space to finally let this out. I don't know how to, I'm still learning how to do that, and I know you deserve to be treated better than that, and I'm going to keep working on this, right? So with that being said, with the portal opening today, I mean, it's like the train station's running all day today. That's how I'm thinking about it. And you're getting off that train that, that course didn't work to you. Those two paths are put in front of you, right? Make sure you're looking at this path and going, is this feeding my soul? Is this giving me, the joy that my soul deserves and where I want to go? And if you look at it and you're like, no, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. I don't feel loved. I don't feel cherished here. I don't feel safe here. Like whatever is coming up for you, then guess what? Here's your sign. If I was Jeff Foxworthy right now, I'd be like, here's your sign, right? Turn it over, flip it over, let it go, thank it for its lessons, go through it, see what you can release, but go grab your ticket on the other side and make it clear, like, this is the path I want to go on. I have no idea where I'm going. I have an idea of where I'm going, but it's behind it, there's faith, there's trust, and I'm going to step forward in this